Hey everyone, Mason here. I wanted to show off a new City Skylines world I was working on. I'm not going to do like a video by video like gameplay thing to this. I'm just going to show off my city every once in a while after I finish a tile or something. After I finish 2 tiles. Just because I think that during my population panic video, I think I did a pretty good job showing you that I do not do Let's Plays very well at all. There's a lot of stumbling in that video and a lot of like silence where I just sit with like no idea of what to talk to you about. But I have started a new City Skyline City and I wanted to show it off and talk a little bit about what I've done. I'm trying out a new road design here in the center. I haven't tried it before. It's kind of a cool design with the highway in the center and then like main roads off to the sides parallel, bridges going over. It seems to be working pretty well. I'm probably not going to do it again just because of how much space it takes up. But it is working pretty nicely. There's not much traffic on it, or the traffic that is on it is moving pretty well. There's a little hold up right here and a little hold up over here. I could probably solve these if I maybe did some lane work or put in some traffic lights. Actually, that is a turn and straight. Maybe if I just made it straight, that would probably help. Yeah, let's have the outside one turn only. Alright, so I've had a lot of trouble in this world with trash. I have landfills here. These were emptying, but they're done now. This one is also empty. There was another one that's completely empty that I got rid of. So when you first start, you basically have to build landfills. There's no other option. I have a lot of incinerators going over here to try and like get rid of all the trash as I emptied these out. Because landfills kind of suck. Like they fill up and then they just sit there. And with incinerators it gets rid of all the trash, which is great. Win for incinerators. Speaking of first starting out, I had trouble with water as well. So when you first start out, you've got like the pump, the tower, and this drain pipe. So I had put 2 drain pipes over here. That's why it came out all the way over here originally. And that's actually created a little bit of a pollution problem. This water is just all nasty, and there's no current to get rid of it. I do want to get rid of this because I have some fishing stuff. If I can find it. I forget what menu it's under. Maybe if I look at the fishing, it'll show me. Oh, there it is. Yeah. So there are some good fish in this area, and I want to do fishing with this water I have over here. But I'm worried the pollution might cause a problem. I've never done fishing before, so I don't know. I haven't done it yet, but I'm thinking about putting a water treatment facility here. I think that will solve the issue if I put one of these on the current on the shore. With the current from this, I think will push the pollution away. Or dilute it. I don't know. I've never tried this. But it's an idea I had that I'm going to mess around with and see if it works. Over here you'll see that there's some people complaining of noise. I made a very beginner mistake that I really shouldn't have. I knew better. I put commercial in with residential. There's like office and commercial, and then there's homes all in the same block, which it's probably fine to have residential and commercial all together, but you do need to have them a little separated, or else you'll get people complaining of noise. Not sure what to do about that, because like there's a big loud block here that these people don't like, and in here I could like bulldoze all of this and move the loud stuff to one side and have the residential that prefers quiet over here. But that's a lot of work, and I really don't want to tear this whole thing out. This big building over here is a university. I have a hospital over here. This is my only university, I believe. Yeah, it's the only one. There's a library and a high school over here. There's a funky little square road around it. There's another high school. I've placed it over here in this low density area. Off to the side, there's people walking up here. I'd put this in because I thought that people would use it to walk over, and they are to some degree. But cars started taking it, and I only wanted it to be a road for pedestrians. So as traffic manager, I went in there and limited it. Sometimes you will still see a car go through there, but they're not supposed to. That's actually a hearse, I believe. Yeah, so it's fine. It can do that. The reason why I wanted a pedestrian pathway here is because the only way for cars to get out if you lived up here to go to the school would be like down this road, down all the way to here and up. I wanted to have like a little shorter way that you could go if you walked. I wanted walking to be like the primary way to get these people over here. So I don't think that counts against your traffic, having walking. But my traffic isn't too bad. It could be better, but it's reasonable. Yeah, all my low density stuff is over here. This is where I first started. There's another high school on this end. The first place I built was over here. There's a police station that's shut off because I replaced it with a bigger one in here. Over here is some farming industry, because this is all fertile land over here. I might do some more farming at some point, because there's a lot over here. I want my people to be a little educated, but I don't want them to get too educated, because then they'll refuse to do jobs like industry and farming. But farming is pretty well. Definitely going to build some more out over here. One of the reasons why I picked this level, the water was one, there was another one, is because of this rail access that was pretty close. Not sure what I'm going to do with it yet. I don't have like much experience with rail IRL. I don't know like the best way to use it. I'm probably going to put some like cargo hub over here if the industry stays over here. I might move the industry somewhere else and just have this like a city service area with the water filtration, or it's sewage filtration, the power plants, the incinerators, that kind of stuff. Because yeah, I did stop polluting over here once I found out that it would kill the fish habitat. And I've been using these inland, inland water treatment plants that I have. They're doing a pretty good job. I'm glad it's not polluted anymore. There's a boardwalk over here that I wanted to put like fishing piers off of. I didn't realize that cars could use this either. I thought it was just for people. Not really that familiar with the boardwalk idea. But it does look nice, I'll give it that. Except for this one little road I put in here. For some reason the fire department was struggling to access these buildings back here, so I put in a road. I think it fixed it. Yeah, it did. It's good now. On electricity, we're doing fine with all the incinerators. There's a coal plant I turned off when I built the incinerators so that I wouldn't be paying way too much to make more electricity than I need. Water is also pretty good. It could be better though. Like I said, I'm gonna build these over here to improve the sewage. Then I'll get some more water. All of my water, I believe, is coming from towers around the city. I don't actually have an inflow, I don't think. Power, a lot of it was coming from windmills, but I do have like the plants down here now. There's another windmill, another windmill. I don't know how these work, the transfer facilities. I'm going to mess around with them a little bit and see if I can make some like good way to pick up trash reliably. Because it looks fine right now, but just a while ago I was like really struggling with trash pickup. Yeah, police and fire are pretty good. Education's a little low, but I said that I want to keep people in industry and farmland. And you can't let them get to university level to do that. I think they can go to high school and elementary though. I'm not really sure. I've got two different districts in my city, the Holly Heights, and then over here, the Concord Heights. This is the one with the university. So I want it to be like college town kind of like environment. Yeah, there's definitely more I could build. I want to do like another high capacity area, high density. This area is not really how I like to build it. I messed up big time over here. Yeah, I haven't looked at the land purchase. I don't know what I'm due. I already have this big piece I've done nothing with. I might put like an intersection in here and come out this way and interchange. And use some blocks on this side. I need to really look at that and make sure I don't get a piece that's like a big hill I can't build on. Because that was kind of what's going on over here. I had to do a lot of digging to get that building in there with the dig tool. Yeah, but that's basically all I have to say about the city. It's working pretty well. Got ideas to improve though. I did want to talk about my deceit video because I said that I was gonna make one a while ago, and I still am making one. I've just like had some troubles. I decided to try and use DaVinci Resolve. I think that's what it's called. A really fancy video editor that's for free. But it turns out that it needs a lot of RAM, and my computer doesn't have nearly enough RAM for it to work. And it just like keeps crashing. Shotcut supposedly requires the same amount of RAM. That's the editor I've been using. But it still works, and DaVinci doesn't work. So I'm gonna have to redo what I've done in Shotcut because DaVinci's being problematic and just won't work. Like, Shotcut doesn't run very well either. It like crashes and will like freeze up. But it's actually pretty usable because I can go like a decent long time without it freezing up. Unlike DaVinci, which is completely unusable. I know I promised when I made the channel that there'd be 2 videos a month. That has not happened for a while, and probably won't happen. I don't expect it to. It's just really difficult to find a time in our house when it's like quiet enough to record, because like I want my videos to be good. They're not very good, but I want them to be as good as I can make them. And to me that means like no people walking around in the background. You don't want to hear the TV, what everyone else is watching in the house. Since our TV is, or since the computer is in the dining room, it's pretty close to the living room where the TV is, and our house is fairly open. Like you can hear what everyone else is doing. So I really have to find a time when like no one else is around. and I'm just here by myself. There's been some talk about moving the computer to the basement, which was recently finished, which would be fine. It'd be a quieter space, easier to record. But down there, the Wi-Fi speed we get is like half as fast as what we get up here. And there's like no wired internet in this house at all. So you're forced to use wireless, and it's not as good down there. It probably wouldn't matter that much. It would just make uploading videos take longer. But in terms of like playing games and that kind of stuff, speed really doesn't matter. Yeah, also being downstairs away from people would be nice, because we've all like been around a gamer who's like super loud, screaming and yelling. I'm not that kind of person, but I can think of one. It's kind of annoying when you're trying to do something else. Like if you're doing schoolwork, having someone on the computer being super loud can be annoying. Having it downstairs would be super awesome for that. Really nice. I can't really think of much else to say or anything else about the city to show you. So before I start just like mumbling to myself about absolutely nothing, trying to make the video longer, I think it would be best to end it. So thank you for watching, and consider subscribing if you enjoyed this. Goodbye.